In the glittering world of Asian entertainment, scandals rise and fall like waves. Some are loud, some are fake, some disappear before fans even notice. But very few are buried so deeply that even insiders don't dare whisper them aloud. This is one of those stories. A story involving three of the most beloved stars in modern Asian entertainment: Dylan Wang, Shen Yue, and Nam Ji-Hyun. A story of secret meetings, emotional entanglement, unspoken promises, and a scandalous leak that nearly tore apart their careers. This is the story that was supposed to stay locked behind hotel doors, encrypted messages, and NDAs. But secrets have a way of escaping. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this story to keep the light burning for truth and compassion. It started during the early production meetings for the cross-Asian drama Fated Horizons. Dylan and Shen Yue had history, the kind of on-screen chemistry fans never stopped talking about. Producers had seen their magic. Directors trusted it. Fans worshipped it. But nobody expected the addition of Nam Ji-Hyun to change everything. Shen Yue brought softness. Dylan brought intensity. Nam Ji-Hyun brought an emotional fire that forced everyone around her to respond. And when three energies collide, sometimes something unexplainable forms. It wasn't love at first sight. It wasn't passion. It wasn't fate. It was connection. An invisible string tying three people together in a way none of them had experienced before. It happened in Seoul. A simple dinner. A private room booked by the director. A discussion meant to be about script revisions. But when the director canceled last minute, leaving only the three of them and a silent room filled with half-eaten food, something shifted. Shen Yue laughed first. Nam Ji-Hyun softened next. Dylan, usually guarded, relaxed in a way neither woman had seen before. That night, they walked together along a quiet Han River path, away from cameras, managers, and pressure. And something unspoken settled between them. They felt safe with one another.
Scene.
Understood. A triangle not of conflict, but of comfort. The production moved to Beijing. Schedules tightened. Feelings grew. Not in dramatic fireworks, but in small, meaningful moments. Shen Yue noticed Dylan watching her when she wasn't looking. Nam Ji-Hyun noticed Shen Yue smiling at Dylan for no reason. Dylan noticed how naturally the two women blended, as if they'd known each other for years. There was no jealousy.
No rivalry. No pushing.
Just a strange, undeniable closeness. They began spending time together. Not because they had to, but because being apart felt strange. Coffee shops. Late-night script readings. Quiet hotel lounges. Walks after filming. Not romantic yet, but dangerously close. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't crazy. It was simple. A long filming day had left Shen Yue exhausted. Nam Ji-Hyun offered to walk her to her room. Dylan tagged along, joking that he didn't trust either of them not to trip on the stairs. When they reached Shen Yue's door, nobody wanted to leave. They stayed in her room, talking for hours, discussing dreams, failures, fears, and hopes. There was no acting.
No scripts. No cameras.
Just three hearts quietly leaning toward each other. And sometime around 3:00 a.m., they realized they didn't want the moment to end. Not the closeness. Not the warmth. Not the connection. They stayed. Together. Silent. Comfortably intertwined in a way that was intimate, without crossing any forbidden lines. For the first time, they understood what they were. Not a couple. Not a love triangle. Not friends. Something unique. Something the world would never understand. They agreed that night, not in words, but in shared breath and trust, that what they had would remain theirs alone. A secret. They called it the circle. A private bond. A vow to protect one another emotionally. A promise to never let fame or pressure break what they had formed. The rules were simple.
1. No jealousy.
2. No public suspicion. 3. No one else could know. 4. If one fell, the other two would lift them. It wasn't a traditional relationship. It wasn't something toxic. It wasn't inappropriate. It was a quiet, emotional three-way connection born out of understanding and affection, not physical desire. And the more their bond deepened, the more radiant their performances became. Directors praised their chemistry. Producers bragged about their synergy. Fans sensed something special on screen. But nobody knew why. Not yet. Every secret has a weakness. Theirs was a single photo. A blurred image taken by a hotel staff member who saw Dylan quietly entering Nam Ji-Hyun's room, a Shen Yue entering minutes later, and the door closing behind them. The staff member didn't know the truth of their bond. They didn't know the innocence. They didn't know the emotional nature of their connection. But the image was enough to create a storm. 2 days later, an anonymous account posted the picture with the caption, "What are they hiding?" The entertainment world erupted. Rumors turned wild. Dylan dating both actresses. Shen Yue and Nam Ji-Hyun sharing a man? Three-way scandal in Beijing hotel. Secret relationship exposed. The trio had expected gossip someday. But not like this. Not this soon. Not this loud. Their managers rushed to silence the leak. Lawyers were activated. Threats were made. The hotel employee vanished from social media. Agencies denied everything fiercely. But the internet had already exploded. Reaction videos. Fan theories.
TikTok breakdowns.
Edited pictures. Rumor threads. Fake insider leaks. The world had decided its version of the truth. And nothing was going to stop it. Meanwhile, behind closed doors, the three of them met in a dark conference room.
No cameras. No phones. No managers.
Just them. Shen Yue trembled.
Nam Ji-Hyun fouti.
Dylan clenched his jaw, furious at himself for not protecting them better. But instead of falling apart, they held on to each other. Their pact, the circle, tightened instead of breaking. The scandal grew. Articles questioned their professionalism. Fans divided into camps. Agencies attempted damage control interviews. Streaming platforms demanded answers. But the truth was something the world wouldn't understand. They weren't in a messy triangle. They weren't sneaking around for scandalous thrills. They weren't involved in anything explicit or inappropriate. They simply loved each other. Emotionally, deeply, honestly, in a quiet, unconventional way that didn't fit society's labels. They chose to stay silent, to protect the bond, to protect each other. And that silence only fueled more rumors. Their agencies nearly pulled the plug on the drama. The investors panicked. Netizens demanded statements. But the trio refused to turn on one another. If one went down, they all would. Dylan told producers, "If the cast changes, I leave." Shen Yue said privately, "I won't betray them. Not even for my career."
Nam Ji-Hyun whispered,
"Let them believe what they want. We know our truth." It was a choice that shocked insiders. They chose each other over PR safety. The scandal calmed only because new gossip replaced it. But the trio's connection remained quiet, hidden, unbreakable. No one knows the details. No one knows how they maintain it. No one knows if it will last. But insiders say something remarkable. Whenever one of them is hurting, the other two show up. Whenever one is overwhelmed, the other two protect. Whenever one is pressured to speak, the other two defend. Their bond, whatever name the world tries to give it, is still intact. Still strong. Still theirs. Still secret. And maybe that's why their fans feel a strange energy whenever all three appear together. Something real. Something forbidden. Something beautiful. Something that no leak, no scandal, no rumor could ever destroy. This is not a love triangle. Not a scandal. Not a twisted affair. It is simply a connection the world wasn't ready to understand. And maybe it never will be. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this story to keep the light burning for truth and compassion.